Hello, hello. We are back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Today, we are gonna finish up the Wordle stuff. We can take a look at the new cards maybe, but I don't think there's a whole lot to look at there. We kind of already mostly understand what's coming. And then I guess we'll play a little bit of early season ranked, but I don't know how much I want to play of that because the best players are on the loose right now, and you know how it is. So anyways, I think we're gonna start with the Wordle thing. I saved up a bunch of them, so I think we'll just record it. Why not, right? Especially since I don't know if we're actually gonna play on Wednesday or not, since that's when the new cards come out. I don't actually remember what time maintenance starts on those days, so maybe we'll just take Wednesday off and come back on Friday and get the new cards and stuff. So anyways, why don't we get started with this, and then we'll see if we want to talk about the new cards and stuff after that and play some duels as well. Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And today we are finishing up the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wordle, or maybe the Cardle, as you might be able to call it. I saved up a whole bunch of our attempts and our hints to just finish it all up at once. This should be the last day that I have access to it. We already got 3 cards, but last time on stream we were working on this one, and we ran into an unfortunate situation where we narrowed it down to 1 card, but we didn't have any guesses, right? So we're going to go ahead, instantly get that one, and then we'll actually get into it. Now, after you get the 3 correct answers, honestly, the rewards after that aren't really that important. It's just, we're going to see how many we can get. I'm going to say we probably won't get all of them. That's probably the worst hint we could get. Yeah, I'm thinking we should be good to get 6 of them. I think the 7th one's going to be hard because we're currently 1 guess behind where we need to be, right? So we're going to go for 6 and then probably call it good there. But yeah, as I said, Effect Monster is the free hint that they gave us, which is probably the worst hint. I think these 3 down here are the best hints to start with, because these are the most difficult things to figure out and have the most options to them. I feel like this one probably has the least options out of all things. Like, if we look at it, like, these are the card frames here, right? And Pendulum, you could take out Pendulum because Pendulum is included with all the other ones already. So you only have 7 choices. So we know it's an Effect Monster. We might as well just start, like, well, let's apply the filter that they have. And then we know that Dark Monsters are the most likely. I'm going to go with Dragon. I'm just going to go with my guess that I went for at the start of the event, which was, actually, I don't need to do that one now that I think about it, because that was only for when I needed pendulums. Oh, because pendulums are excluded. There's really only this many Dark Dragons? Am I missing something? What's there more of? Dragons or Warriors? There's a lot more Warriors. Well, let's go Dark Warrior then. I think level 4 is a good guess. I guess I had it locked to level 4, so maybe that wasn't a good way to do it. But let's go with a Dark Warrior. What's your stat line? I don't really like 1700. 1800 is a decent stat line. I would like if we could knock out like 2000. Let's do it by attack real quick. 18. There's really no 2000 flat here. It's unfortunate. Might be going, I think 18 or 16 are probably the best ones then. Can we get a good defense line? Part of me just wants to pick Celestial. Ray's not bad either because 15-15 is pretty common. Should we just pick Ray? Let's go with Ray. Start with... We're going to be a little bit fast and loose with our picks today because we're pretty much already like done with the important part of the event. And I don't want to get too into the weeds here as we try and finish it up. So, we got, obviously, card frame. We already knew that. That's the only thing we got? Oh my goodness. Here we go. There we go. Alright, we've narrowed it down to 2,194 cards. Oh, jeez. Alright, that's not good. That is not good at all. We know it's not level 4. What's the second most common attribute? Is it light? We've got 600. I feel like it's gotta be light, right? It's definitely not divine. Wind. Earth actually might be pretty common. Earth is more common than light. Let's get rid of Ray here. If we go Earth... That's 600, huh? That's just so many. Let's get like an idea. Like, is 10 a good number? There's a lot of... there's not that many Earth 10s. Probably a lot of Earth 8s, though. Yeah, we just got 8s for days. I've seen this card a few times. This card is so funny. Giant Crackhorn. Like, why is he made of corn? What are we doing here? He's got like an interesting effect. I can't even remember what it does, but it's a funny card. Do we have a lot of 7s too? A lot of 7s would make sense. There's not that many 7s. Oh, there's a lot of 6s. Oh, jeez. A lot of 5s. Is 3s the most common, actually? We're just scrolling for days on 3s, huh? Yeah, it's definitely 3s. And we got 2s. Lots of 2s. Still going on 2s. I guess I'll go with 3s. So got 200 options left after all that, huh? Do attack. This is not a bad one. Get the 2000 out of the way. But it's an insect. Insect seems like a bad pull. We're not gonna have another convenient spell line, or another convenient stat line like 2000 though. That card's kind of an outlier. Zero, zero. This is not that bad. Get 0 and 2000 out of the way. Zombie's not that common. You were a beast. There's quite a few beasts that we've seen. I'd say probably the most common are beasts or beast warriors. Spellcasters also. 400, 400. Why are you two just the same card? It's like the bad version of the card and then the retrain of the card. Lots of 500 attacks, huh? I think we're picking a beast here. Again, if I was being like super careful, I'd probably like go through and make sure that we're making the right choice for everything, but we're mostly done with the event at this point, so we pick the Nordic Beast. I do find it funny, like, when they just randomly have a card in the game that they didn't translate or localize at all. They were just like, boom, this is the Japanese name. Konohana Sakuya. Alright. We couldn't figure out what to call it, honestly. But I mean, I guess like some archetypes, like Karikura is Japanese. It means machine, right? Or like maybe puppet or something like that. I think it means machine. Or like mechanical something. So, I mean, that archetype, technically the name of the archetype is still in Japanese, but then they changed everything else. Like this guy, Gizmek Taniguku. Like, I assume that that's a Japanese word. And then he also has, like, a title. Does this guy have a good stat line? Not really. Anything with 50s you probably want to avoid pretty heavily. Beast 1414. Do we go with Crazy Beast? I'm going with Crazy Beast. We got the level. That's it. Oh my goodness. They are just being super unkind. So I got 300 cards left. Ugh. I think now's a good time to use a hint. Like I said earlier, I don't know how I would go about this if I was trying to be optimal. I'm just trying to get 2 cards by the end of today, honestly, which we should be able to do with 9 attempts. Well, 8 attempts because we had to use that first one. I don't think there's any chance we're getting that 7th card, so I'm just going to go for the 6th card and call it good. So I think now's a good time to get a hint because we have a 3 out of 4 chance of hitting one of the valuable hints. And we did not hit it. So forget I said anything. Well, what do we do now? Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna compare what's more common. Spellcasters, dragons, or... There's only 2 spellcasters, so it's probably not that. Dragons, there's 9 of them. Beast warriors, just 5. Regular beast, just 2. Machines could have a few. No, not really. Winged beasts. Guess we could look at Pyro. So it looks like it's probably dragons is the answer. Ooh, there's a lot of Pyros. Pyro seems like it's going to be by far the front runner. Alright, what can we find in here that looks promising? I think we're going to go 1 guess, 1 hint, and then, like, we've already messed this up so badly. Maybe I should just go 1 hint and then 1 guess. A lot of 800s. I kind of like the vassal, the monarch vassal. Something about him calls to me. Again, I wouldn't play the event like this where it's like, if this guy appeals to me, I would probably be a little bit more careful, but I don't think it matters. Okay, we got the attribute. Well, we knew that. We got the defense. That's it. Okay. That's not bad. How many cards do we got left? We got 6 cards. Should have gone with Dragon, huh? It's almost all of the 10 pies left over. I think we just hint here. Because the hint gives us the card. Alright. So that was like a super inefficient way to do that. But we got 4 guesses and 1 hint for the final thing. Let's hope they give us a good hint to start with. Fiend, that's a good hint. I like it. Okay, we're down to 800 already. Guessing that Dark Fiends are going to be by far the most common. Yeah, there were... was that 600 or 800? Anyways, that was almost all of them. Okay, so Dark. What about the levels? Oh. I feel like they should have made this event a little bit different, like, just changed how the filtering works, so maybe the filtering is, like, on the screen here with the guesses or something? Because it's annoying to go into this menu over and over. 200 is probably the biggest number we're gonna find. So we're going Dark level 4s. We don't know the card frame, huh? I forgot to check the card frame. Surely it's gonna be effect, right? Yeah, it's effect, but we should pick a pendulum, assuming we can find one that matches these other criteria. So what do we got? Who's got a good stat line here? Are we sorting by... No, we're not sorting by attack. Okay. 2,000. I like that stat line. It's going to be quite a few 1600s. This is the exact opposite stat line. Another DD card. I've never even heard of DD Evil. Has anyone ever played this card? Anyways, we're starting with this one. He seems promising to me. We got the type and that's it. You gotta be kidding me. Oh boy. Alright, we're down to 61 cards. I mean, that's good, right? We eliminated Dark. Dark was 600 of the cards, so that's pretty good. What kind of stuff do we got left over here? Also, it's not an effect monster or a pendulum. That's kind of crazy. I wasn't expecting that one. So hold on, how many cards? We got 61. Let's go normal. 4. Fusion. 20. Lots of fusions. Ritual. Not enough. Lots of links, but fusions was still the most. Synchro. So fusion. We got 20 fusions. Did we know it's dark? No, we know it's not dark. Right. Go light. We got 7, and they're all fusions. Wait, I still have it on fusion. I didn't mean to do that. That was a mistake. Wait, what? Oh, I need to redo that top. Get rid of effect monsters. I was like, how'd the number of cards go up? Lots of lights. It seems like light is the answer here. Don't even bother with divine. Alright, so it's gonna be lights. Light fusions. And what level are we looking for? Start with 12. I might pick Priskinian just because I keep seeing him every single time, but that's not very common. It looks like 10 is maybe going to be the most common. Ooh, 8s. 8s are the most common. That makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of 8s among the not normal effect monsters, especially. 27 6s? How many 8s were there? Just barely more 8s. Oh, I guess... Oh, we're including darks again? We might have to redo that test. I keep forgetting to reapply the filter before. Yeah, there's Priskinian in the 11, but 11 seems like a bad number to go with. I think it's probably still going to be 8s, but it might have swung it. Yeah, it did take out a lot. So it might actually be 6s then now. It's tied. Are you kidding me? What am I supposed to do with this? Well, maybe one of the other ones will be more common. 3 is also tied. Oh, good. Alright, so it's between 3, 6, and 8. We want a light fusion. Our only choices are 6 or 8. Okay. What has a better stat line? I'm thinking that Quiritis has the best stat line here, right? 25-25, that's a pretty good stat line. Alright, get in there, Quiritis. Show us some matches here, please. What? Oh my god. Alright, well, we did knock out a whole bunch of cards there, right? We actually knocked out, with that choice, did we just knock out like 45 guesses and didn't get a single thing correct? That's crazy. Alright, get out of here, Quiritis. What the heck do we do now? Now we're in a really bad spot, right? Very, very bad spot. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go here. It kind of seems like we need to do a guess, a hint, and then our final guess, huh? Because right now, the odds that we hit one of these less useful things are too high. Like, there's only 4 viable attributes left. I don't want them to tell me what the attribute is. But if I get it wrong, then it even has a higher chance of giving me the attribute. Alright, well, let's go through our patterns here. Normal, we got 3 normals. Got 2 synchros. Is normal actually gonna win? Nope, 5 Xyz. No rituals left over. We got 6 links. Something about Promethean Princess is calling me. But let's reapply the filter. Waters. We got 4 waters. Got 4 fires. Got 4 winds. Oh no, it's gonna be all 4s! Oh, they're all tied! Okay. So that one we can't really... I'm probably gonna pick Promethean Princess and go fire, but... 1. 2s are in the lead. Okay, 3s are now in the lead, and Promethean Princess was among the 3s. Although, if you guess, I guess it would count, right? Like, if I guess a Link 3, and it was actually a level 3, it would give me that, right? I think it would. Also, what did we just pick? There's 0 5s. Alright. Cool stuff. Nope, not 8s. We already eliminated that. There's no 9s. There's 1 10. It's Junora. There's no 12s. Okay. So you know what we're picking here. We're just picking Promethean Princess, I think. Firelink, 3. This was all the most common stuff. You can't blame me for picking this one. Except for the stat line. The stat line's garbage. Kind of. The stat line of Promethean Princess is a little bit garbage. What if I don't do Link? I think I should do Link. There were the most Links. The problem is there's only 1 3 Link. It's gotta be... Let's just go with Promethean. Got the card frame. We got the attribute. We got the level. Okay, we just got it. We just ripped the Promethean Princess 1 out of 16 chance. That's just what it is. Alright. That's how you just randomly sack a guess, huh? Okay, this hint has given us defense, none. So we know it's a Link monster. We have a singular guess to get the final card. And we still have our hint left. We gotta use the hint first, right? Like, we can't use the hint afterwards. It doesn't help us. So, give me the hint. Fairy. This is as good as it's gonna get, right? We got 2 of the least common things. We got a 1 out of 28 chance. Appaloosa's here. Okay, we gotta do the actual strategy, though. We're gonna actually try our best here. So 28 is the number. We know it's a Link, just because it has no defense. Light. There's 21 lights? Okay. I think light is the best guess, huh? Okay, light seems to be the best guess there. Go through the Link ratings real quick. There's 4 of those. 16 of those. I think 16 it has to be the highest number, right? Because the total is 28, so... Do this. We do this. It gives us 12 left over. What the heck? I'm going with one of these trick stars, right? It gives me the highest chance of being correct. Because there's 4 trick stars that all have the exact same stat line. I have the highest chance of being correct if I go for this. Alright, we're going with Holly Angel. Can we get it correct? Maybe? Maybe? Wait, no, we missed the Link rating! Oh no. How many cards are left? There's 9 cards left. Oh. Well. That's the end of the event, I guess. We'll never know. I don't know. Do we get to know? Are they going to tell me at the end of the event what the card is? It was a Link 3, probably. I guess a good higher chance of being a Link 3. Link 2 was the right choice, though. There were more Link 2s. Dang. Alright, well, let's look at the details of the event. Obviously, you can see here, I missed... The only rewards I missed were 2 Legacy Pack tickets and 10 SR CP, which is functionally worthless. But here's our history. We'll start all the way from day 1. Day 1, we had Legendary Exodia, and we got it in 3 guesses and 2 hints. Day 2, we got it in 2 guesses and 2 hints. I'm not counting the first hint because that one's given to you. Day 3, we got it in 3 guesses and 1 hint, which is the ideal because you're getting 3 guesses a day and 1 hint. Day 4 was a bad one for us. Day 4 took us 5 guesses and 1 hint. And we were really stretching with this Raid Raptor. We got really lucky that it narrowed it down to 1 single card after that. Day 4 was not a good day. Day 5, which we did today, also didn't go very well, I would argue. 4 guesses and 2 hints. Not the top of my game. However, question number 6. We used no hints and just randomly guessed Promethean Princess as guess number 3 and got it correct. That was a wild one. And then day 7, we'll never know. Or maybe you guys will never know. Maybe I'll figure it out tomorrow. We'll see if they actually tell me or not. Anyways, that's the end of this little Wordle event, or maybe we'll call it Cardle. It's a fun little event, but like I wish with every event, I wish they had done more. I wish the rewards were better across the board. Like, the rewards are fine for the first 3 questions, right? Why did the rewards have to become garbage after that? Like, make people work for it, right? They should have kept the rewards all the way to maybe make it like day 6 or something, where the rewards stay at 100 gems. So, like, most people are gonna get 6 cards, right? You just have so many guesses and so many hints that if you use all of your day 7 guesses and hints on previous days, you could probably get day 6. But, like, at least you have to think about it a little bit. Whereas this, there's just almost no reason to play the event after day number 3. So that's a little bit disappointing. I always want them to just encourage you to play fun things more. Maybe they should make this like a permanent game mode. They should just do, like, every single day you could get 100 gems from guessing the right card, and you get like 3 guesses, 2 hints every single day forever. They should just do that. It would not break the bank. I swear it will not break the bank if you give everyone 100 free gems a day. I promise you. It will not, especially because some people aren't even going to play this. But just, like, why not, right? Why not? It doesn't even take away from your players playing against each other, right? Like, normally when you have different game modes, the worry is that your players are playing different game modes, so they're not playing with each other. This one is not even a game mode. It's just a guessing thing. It doesn't even take as long as a duel. So they should just maybe make it permanent or something, or make something more fun than this that's permanent. But anyways, that's gonna do it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed. We're probably going to be playing some ranked in the next one, and then we might take the day off as we wait for new cards. And then we'll be back on Friday with the new card release and stuff. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Okie dokie, we're going to get into some ranked now. Oh, I forgot to open all this stuff up. Hold on just 1 second. Which ones are the right folders? I don't remember. Okay, we're just going to play a little bit of ranked. I imagine that all of the best players are still in the low diamond ranks. So I'm not going to bash my head against this too hard. We're going to play today just a little bit, see how good the people at the highest level are as they destroy us in every way possible. And then we'll probably just wait until Friday when there's actual new cards and stuff for us to play with before we get back to the ranked grind. I also just like, I want to grind with the new cards rather than just grind with what we already have. I think it's really weird that the season starts before the new cards come out. I feel like they should just change that so the season starts at the same time. But then I guess the season starts at varying days in the month, so maybe they don't want that. They just kind of messed up by how they've made their system. But it's weird that you can like climb to the max rank before the new cards even come out, right? Like that's weird. Anyways, last time we were playing with like this guy. So let's take that out. We'll put back in the Super Poly and the Forbidden Droplet for now. But I do think we're going to make some changes to the deck when branded stuff comes out. I don't know. There's a few decks that I want to try out with the branded stuff. I might play branded. I do have all the branded cards. So we might play branded. I feel like branded is just going to be like so much better than every other deck. It's going to be kind of stupid to not play branded. I think people are going to realize that like Cool Tune is not that overpowered when branded comes out. Because branded is going to come out like pretty much unhit except for what it already had. Like what hits does branded currently have? Where's my branded deck? Where are you, branded? I know you're here somewhere. There it is. So these are the hits that branded currently has. We got Gold Sark, which is not really a branded hit, but it kind of affects branded. Foolish Burial, not a big deal. This is outdated, obviously. Magma is a bit of a branded hit. Branded Fusion, that's like it. That's the only thing that matters. So branded is going to be like completely unhit. Unless they... How do they announce when cards that are in the new pack are pre-hit? Would they have already announced it if they were? Or can they still do that without telling us? I don't know. Unless some of those cards are limited, which I kind of doubt they're going to be. Branded's going to be completely unhit when it comes out. And that's going to be a problem. Like I said, I think people are going to realize that Cool Tune is not that broken when full power brand. This is going to be the most powerful branded that any format has seen, right? Like we have the most branded fusions out of any format. So I think branded just going to dominate because the problem is Cool Tune is obviously very good going first, right? And but like most decks are good going first, so I don't think that that's too big of a deal. Branded is good going first, and is good going second. So I think it's just going to be the best. I don't see how it could possibly not be the best. So we'll see. Maybe I'll just be forced to play branded, right? So anyways, before we get started with playing here, I'm going to fill up my water, and then we'll play a few ranked matches. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. If Phaedralis comes... Yeah, but Phaedralis is not coming, right? Like, Phaedralis would have been... Let's look at the cards real quick. Like, Phaedralis would have been #1 card. Like, first pick, first... Like, it would be the front cover of the pack. It would be the most important thing that we've ever seen. Phaedralis is not coming, right? So, yes, Cool Tune will get better, but right now, Cool Tune is not going to get better. Because Cool Tune can't play the branded cards, really, right? It can try, but There's a lot of things in Cool Tune that make it not really want to play those cards too badly. But I guess you still could. I don't know. Maybe you can play them, kind of. But I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would work. I don't know if people have tried it or not. Like, maybe you could play Fallen and the Virtuous, but, like, you don't really want to play the Albaz, the white Albaz dude, because he locks you into 8s, which is not going to work for Cool Tune at all. So you can't do that. And then Cool Tune, if you make any Cool Tune play, then it locks you out of being able to do any of the branded stuff. But yeah. So these are the cards. I don't know anything about the Archfiend stuff. When I saw Archfiend, I was like, what? I don't know anything about these cards either. It just seems like this is going to be a really annoying archetype to deal with that I'm going to have to eventually learn. But it's probably not going to be super top tier. It's just going to be, like, annoying, and lots of people are going to play it on release. I'm kind of curious, like, what rarity the other branded cards that we don't see are going to be. Because obviously it seems like branded is going to be super high rarity. So, like, obviously all these cards are UR. These cards that they show always come out as UR. But, like, is the Albaz going to be an SR then? It would make sense for the Albaz to be an SR. The other, I would assume that the fusion that comes with this is going to also be a UR, maybe? I feel like that would be reasonable. Like, 3 URs you'd need here, 1 UR, and then the fusion UR. That's like 5 URs you need just to play the new branded package. I don't know. Will they make that new Albaz UR as well? I feel like they would have shown it here if it was going to be a UR. Like, why show this card instead of the Albaz? I don't really understand. Like, is this card that good? Does Branded play this card? I don't even know if Branded plays this card, honestly. So yeah, let's play a little bit of ranked, and then we'll be looking forward to the new cards. Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And it is a new season day, so we have reset our rank. And we all know what new season day means, especially new season week, honestly. All the best players are now Diamond 5, so that sounds like a nightmare for me. We're going to play today, and then we're probably going to hold off until the new cards come out to play any more. We're going to keep using the Elf Note Fiendsmith Desiree deck. I took out the Majesty's Fiend and the Santa Claus. That was just for fun. We're going to go back to the Super Poly and the Droplet. We'll play a little bit today, and then we'll wait for the new cards. So let's get into it, shall we? Yeah, we were just talking about the new cards. That is true. Rotary was an SR. So the new white Albaz, when he comes out, could also very well be an SR. That seems reasonable. Okay, this is not a good hand. This guy's ready for Branded. He's playing Art Mage, though. Do we just have to imperm this? I don't think we have a choice, honestly. Oh, we're... that tells me that maybe he doesn't have another spell or trap in hand. Because I feel like he should have made non-finito first. He just had Axe. Well, maybe he drew into that. He might have drawn into that off of Fin Mount. I think we're just dead. What's he dropping? He's dropping a Super Poly. So he definitely had an extra spell, huh? Alright, This seems like a mistake, right? You don't go for this unless he already has... Do I just stop the Graflare and hope for the best? Oh, you can't, right, because that's an effect from hand. That's unfortunate. I don't think our hand is good enough to do anything. We have 2 normal summons, which is not what you want to see. He's going Anaconda. What fusion spell do they play? Branded Fusion. Alright, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. I can't allow that. He's shuffling back Droll? Are you crazy? Does that mean he has a second Droll? Okay, he really wanted Finmel to be active. And he has the fusion. Oh good, we have 3 normal summons. Oh boy. Well... I feel like we don't have a whole lot of choices here. He's using Finmel immediately. That makes a lot of sense. I feel like we just get blown out. Like, this is just going to make... Assuming he has a monster in hand, he's just going to make Guardian Chimera, and then we lose, right? Well, after we activate this, we can't do Fiendsmith plays anyways. Do I drop the Patron? I don't know. We're in such a bad spot. We got, like, no follow-up. So... we just kind of gotta hope that this actually goes through. He's... I don't know why he quit. I'm pretty sure all he had to do was summon anything that disrupts me from there, and I just instantly lose. You're telling me he didn't save a monster for Guardian? I don't believe you, because he would have used the field spell to get Littera, right? He had to have had a monster in hand. Why didn't he activate the fusion, just wipe up my field, and then I cry? That didn't make any sense. Sometimes you get lucky, though, right? Sometimes your opponent gets in their own head, and they think they've lost when they really haven't. Now, if he lets me make Baron there, then the game's probably over for him. But I'm pretty sure he could have stopped me from making Baron. We have a Regina play. Is the Regina play any good? It really depends on what they're playing, right? Oh boy, there's nothing I can do about that, huh? Do I want to send Jokel back to hand immediately? I think I just don't, right? I think I just don't activate for the canines. And see if the Imperm can save me? He's not even activating Jokel. He's playing around Droll. Do I just Imperm you, then? I just Imperm the Ripper and hope for the best? See, I think he really needs this, which is why he didn't Jokel. If he didn't really need this, he would have jokeled, right? Oh my goodness. Well, fair. We got, like, a lot of stuff out of him, right? But now we have the problem of how the heck do I use Regina? Because now we got to deal with a Ripper. Well, maybe Super Poly will just save us. And we haven't made the canines active yet. He does still get to normal summon one, though, I think. I need to play canine at one point. I haven't actually played them, so I don't know exactly how they work. Let's go for another Jokel. Dang, if we had had Droll, he would have gotten blown out by that, too. But I guess we needed both Imperm and Droll because he had the cross out. He can't Lupus, though, at least not this turn. Is Crystron? Oh, are we gonna get, like, spell canceller? I don't know what the how the Crystron plays link with. Like, surely, I guess that is pretty good. Then he gets to, yeah, he gets to make full Crystron plays now too, huh? That's bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I don't know if we get spell canceller or not. I assume that's why he saved the 2 5s, was because he wanted to see if I would have anything to stop his Crystron plays. So he could either go for Nash Knight or go for the thing that summons spell canceller. I don't know, how vulnerable is this end board gonna be to a Super Poly? I do feel like I made the right decision, though, right? He just sacked the one of Crossout, which was the only card that could stop Imperm there. Infinity is light, right? I don't think we have a Super Poly target for that. We're gonna be in a pretty bad spot. Although, if he ends up with Infinity and Dragster, we could Super Poly that. But then we gotta leave the Ripper. Why do we summon this Fern? What are we making here? Okay, Infinity. But it seems like he's not making Dragster, which I really wanted him to also make Dragster. Unless he's going to activate this for an effect to get another Tristaros. But usually you would have just summoned the Tristaros with the Eliskelethus, right? Okay, he's doing it now. I didn't realize... Okay, that's OP. I didn't realize you had that synergy. Okay, he also has Force Release. That's a problem. He's making a 5. Are we making Excel Synchron? We are. Okay, maybe he's going for the dragster. He's not going for the dragster? Come on, man. Really? Okay, we know his last card is Izuna. Oh, hey, Ash. Welcome to the party. What the heck? If I do anything, the Izuna and the Lupus are both active. Oh, we're just so doomed. He's gonna make Baron, too. Or do I maybe just summon Lacrima? Do you pop? Destroy it. It does pop. I think Lacrima is the most likely that he won't just destroy it. I think he's gonna Tristaros in response to Lacrima. He did not Tristaros. That's crazy. You could have Tristaros. I guess he can't. He doesn't have enough actual monsters with levels, huh? You also don't have 2 darks, so I can't stop this, huh? I could use Lacrima to make something here. But if he makes Baron, then I could eat the Ripper and the Baron. And if I eat the Ripper and the Baron, then he can't force release anymore. That's gotta be what we gotta do, huh? Do I keep the Ash is the real question. What am I gonna Ash? It's like this card's the only Ashable thing, right? So or like possibly Ashable. What are you? You're both warriors. Oh, okay. Nice. I'll take both of those. Thank you very much. And we're just going attack mode, I think. Wait, do we have Chaos Angel in this deck? We don't, right? Chaos Angel would be so big right now. He's immediately cutting off the Chaos Angel. I wonder if I should have made Requiem first here, but then I wouldn't have access to the Chaos Angel anyways. So yeah, he couldn't pop 2 because he doesn't have a Crystron Synchro. It is what it is. Gotta allow that. So Tristaros is not activatable, just the Infinite... Wait, you are activatable? Oh, you summoned from the... I totally forgot that you do that. I forgot that he summons from the deck and then synchros. Oh my gosh. What are we dealing with? Dragster? Dragster's manageable? Not really. That's gonna be a problem, actually. I think Dragster might be slightly too much. Yeah, now we activated in the grave as well, so Lupus and Izuna are gonna come out and make Nash Knight, and that's gonna be too much. Oh, and now we can activate Force Release again as well. Pop this, you jerk. Yeah, it's just slightly too much. Well, we could do this. And then he's probably going to negate this when we activate Tinia. Oh, he's just Force Releasing now? Okay, well, that means I lose. I think I lose. I can't chain block the thingamajig. It all doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I do from here. Because this pops on resolution. We go battle. We battle into this guy, draw a card. See what happens. Alright, we're out of here. He just got, like, way too lucky, right? If he didn't sack into that crossout, he has, like, a field that's not even existent compared to that, and then we easily win. Haven't gotten to go first a single time, huh? Are we playing against Labyrinth? I mean, this guy's got everything Labyrinth, and then he's not even playing Labyrinth. What a nerd. Alright, we allow that, and we just ash the activation of the spell effect. Oh, he just has the Power Patron. Wow, you're so cool. Yeah, I mean, I gotta allow it, I guess. Do I just save this hand for next turn? Obviously, I can't ash that. It'd be way better to ash this. I'm hoping that he searches Regina. And then that he forgets, like, if I could keep him from getting to Fortuna, then we might be in an okay spot. He did search Regina. But there's no way I could keep him from it because he's got too many things, right? He could always just activate the spell later. There's no way I can negate Fortuna because he could just Baron it. I guess we just save all these cards and try and make like a crazy play with Droplet next turn. Moon. Also, I can't even stop the Fiendsmith play now, huh? Because now he has the trap card as well to stop Baron from being negated. I think we just got to do something crazy next turn, and I guess we just give up on the fact that we won't be able to use the Ash. Or maybe I should have still just Ashed the Requiem to get him to use Baron. I don't know. I don't know why he summoned this here. I guess he probably doesn't have any other elf notes. I guess the only other one is Fortuna, which he already used, so... Does he even have enough Light Fiends? I guess he could make... He's just making Caesar, he's not going for anything more. Wait, what did you spin back? You spun back Moon. Oh, okay. He adds it back to hand. He is actually doing this, but can he actually do anything with that? I guess he still hasn't synchro locked himself, huh? So maybe he's got something else. Maybe he's got like a special link monster that I haven't been playing. Doesn't have a normal summon, so he's not going to Majesty's Fiend us. We actually have a pretty good hand if he did Majesty's Fiend. He already had Lurie in hand, I see. I think I probably just gotta toggle off, right? I'm not using any of this on my turn. But now he's gonna realize that he doesn't have a way to make Caesar anymore. I'm pretty sure I've done this exact same thing where I was like, surely I'll be able to get to Caesar, and then I realized I can't get to Caesar. Like, he can't even activate Track to make Desiree because he doesn't have an Engraver. He should have searched an Engraver instead of the Lacrima. Unless he also... But he wouldn't have added Engraver to hand if he already had Engraver. So what are we doing here? We're making Promethean Princess. I have considered this play before. However, if you summon the Power Patron, you're going to be very sad because you're going to realize that you can't summon anything. Oh wait, he could summon Strelitzia with these two. Maybe it's not that bad. But why are we doing that? Like, we still have this and this. Why are we doing this? I feel like this is a funny line, but it doesn't actually... What are we doing? Oh, tribute off the Promethean Princess is an interesting idea. Because I think you could summon whatever you want then, right? Because the Promethean Princess... Well, maybe it's not even activatable if you tribute the Promethean Princess? Like, you might not be allowed to tribute the Promethean because then you couldn't summon a fire. So yeah, he's now realizing that he has to summon Lucina with this. Okay. I think this guy is cooking a little bit too hard, and it's actually backfiring. He has now learned that you can't tribute the Promethean Princess because she says you can only summon fires, but if you tribute her, you can't summon a fire. So that's not allowed. But he does get to make Strelitzia. And then Strelitzia can summon back the Power Patron. And again, the trap card does the same thing, right? Like, you can't... You have to tribute your Baron or your Lacrima in hand now, right? What are we doing? Oh my god. See, I have also thought of this Promethean Princess idea, but he's literally done it 2 times in a row now. I guess he's... You can't make Dragster. There's no way for you to get rid of this Promethean Princess. You've already synchro-locked yourself. Oh my goodness. And now he doesn't have anything in the middle. He's destroying Promethean Princess. Alright, you probably should have done that earlier, honestly. Omega. Oh my gosh. Please no. This is the one thing that can win you the game. Oh my gosh. He really sacks into the Forbidden Droplet. That's so unlucky. How do I do this? Because he's already got a Regina in the graveyard. And we don't know what he has in hand, right? Because he tributed the... Yeah, I mean, if he's smart, he could get around my called by. I think I have to called by now to get him to use this, to then get him to Baron my Ash on the Regina. I can't believe he got my Forbidden Droplet. All that, I waited that whole time. And then he just sacks into hitting the Forbidden Droplet. Oh, he's doing the Baron right now. So now I could just Ash you. The problem is that he still has this to negate the Imperm. Batinia. I gotta just lose because I don't have enough cards in hand, right? Oh my gosh, if he hadn't sacked the Droplet, he just insta-loses. That's such a shame. Because I would have dropped an Imperm so he couldn't even activate. I have to leave the Imperm in hand so there's a chance that he hits it. He did. Okay. But we're just in such a bad spot. I can't believe this duel. It was such an easy win if he didn't randomly make Omega. That's such a shame. We literally insta-win if he doesn't hit the droplet. Oh my gosh. It sucks to lose an entire duel just off of a 20% chance. And that guy was retarded. Wait, am I stupid? I shouldn't have left that duel, should I? He couldn't have negated the... He couldn't have negated the Medius! Oh my gosh. I'm so dumb. Because he couldn't have summoned Strelitzia because he tributed Lucina, because he's an idiot. Oh my god. I shouldn't have left that duel. It was still winnable. I just got tilted by the fact that he hit the droplet. He has Droll. Oh, he doesn't have Droll. Dang it. I can't believe I threw that duel away. I wasn't thinking about that completely through. He couldn't have summoned Strelitzia, which means he... But I guess... well, there's... No, he couldn't have done anything. I'm just dumb. Because he couldn't have summoned the Power Patron and made a second Strelitzia either. That just wasn't an option. Okay, well, we just lose to that. Dang it, I threw away too much. Too many duels being thrown away. And now I'm not focused on this duel because I'm still focused on the fact that we shouldn't have lost that last duel. Yeah, I don't know, that last guy was so retarded though, like... He literally misplayed 1,000 times, and then he got incredibly lucky, and then he misplayed again. This kind of sucks. There's no way for me to do a whole lot here. I think I have to imperm you. Oh my gosh, he just had everything, right? Like, what was I supposed to do? But I guess I just immediately use the droplet on whatever comes out, and then get rid of the Luri and use Fua. Who knows? Without, I mean, he could still make Baron, huh? Of course. Well, at least he probably can't lethal. But if he makes Baron, then I probably can't even play. That couldn't have been the right... Well, maybe it was, because then he can combine these two. This is probably lethal, huh? I didn't think that he'd have access to another spell card. Dang, I can't believe we lost that previous one. I'm just so dumb. That guy probably can't believe that I surrendered either from earlier. Did I go first, like, one duel today, though? That'd be nice. Well, I guess I went first that one, but I didn't have any real cards to play. If I had a single Elf Note card, I insta-win that last duel. Let's go Lurie first. Because we need to get Ash out of there if it is available. Otherwise, at least we have a Caesar. Do I activate? We're probably not going to be able to go Desiree anyways. This sucks if he has K9, but I don't have a whole lot I can do. I have to make the K9s active. Caesar's probably always better than Desiree, right? Unless we, like, knew what they were playing, but... I guess Desiree might be better against specifically Cool Tune. Okay, well, at least now we're insulated from Nibiru. Oh, he's out of there. Gosh, I'm gonna be thinking about that loss for like the next few hours, I swear. I can't believe I did that. Okay, we got a very interesting hand. Okay, he's got either Ash or Imperm. Honestly, Ash on Lucina is not very good. Because there's a lot better things to Ash. Ooh, do I Ash that? I feel like I do. But like, we could play pretty well through a Fua, but if he doesn't have another one... Do I go... I think I just go for Beansmith line. And the Power Patron shouldn't be able to be negated because he already ashed. I think I grabbed Tinia. And then the good thing here is this Lucina is just a bonus, right? We don't actually need this Lucina for anything, so we could just use it to make sequence. There's no good way for us to Desiree here, so... Alright, so now we go Tinia. And then we haven't used Regina, so I guess it's Regina time? We have to tribute Tinia if we want Regina. Then we get Baron. We'll add back Regina. Then here comes Fortuna, which is lucky for us. And we don't need the sequence. Remake you. Make Strelitzia. Try to think, because we have Regina that we're not going to activate. I think we leave the middle open, right? When are you activatable? We could do this in the draw phase, which is probably the play. What do we have to sell? Oh, we have sequence. I don't really want that. I think we just go for the hand rip, right? What do we have? Did we draw into Maxi? We drew into Fua. That doesn't do... Well, I guess it will give him one draw. But, I mean, it's the same as him having 4 cards, right? So I should just let that and hand rip. I suppose I don't have to activate this. But I don't have a good tribute target if I don't, so I think I should. What the heck? Okay. Oh, we're playing against RB. I think I have to save the trap card, right? I really don't want to, though. I don't want to save the trap because I want to leave that on the field. Okay. So the plan there was probably tribute Regina or Tinia. It doesn't really matter which. Summon Strelitzia. Strelitzia summon Lucina back. And then we have a bounce on top of still 2 monster negates and 2 special summon negates. I don't know, like, I don't think that they play Droplet. Droplet would be the only reason that I wouldn't want to use the trap card right there. But even if they do Droplet me, like... first of all, they'd have to discard their last monster to keep me from stopping it. And then they're only negating 2 things, right? Well, actually, the field spell would then fizzle because it's no longer on the field. So they could only negate 1 thing. I think they're just dead either way, even if they did have droplets. So I think it's fine to use the trap card there. We got Cool Tune Icon and Cool Tune Deck Case, so could very likely be Cool Tune. Okay, we don't have a very good hand, though, for going against Cool Tune. I feel like we just lost, right? I might surrender. It really depends. I just kind of got an imperm. Like, does he already have Q in hand? Yeah, I can't beat that. Should I have impermed the mix? I feel like that would have been a mistake, but who knows? If he really had no other play and he let off with mix, surely that's a mistake, right? Like, you have to... If he has no other play, he has to go with Q, I think. But I'm not sure. But yeah, I got nothing there. Unfortunately, my hand is just so weak. We have to normal summon Lurie. I can't beat Cool Tune. Well, this would have been a really good hand going second. And actually, it's not a very good hand going first, honestly. He's got Ash. Okay, he's ashing that. Okay. Is there any reason for me to Fortuna? I don't see why I would. I guess I could Fortuna summon the Max C Go Fiendsmith plays, but that doesn't seem good. We're probably playing against some loser playing Orchist, who we got in a completely unplayable hand against. The Orchist players have to be the luckiest people on planet Earth. Like, literally, my only Elf Note card is the one Elf Note card that's not a starter. That's wild. Oh, it's not Orchist. It's this stupid deck. Do I stop that? This deck can't really be super polyed very well. I think I max C. I might have turned on the K9 stuff, but like, what choice do I have? I don't know, I feel like odds that he's not going to be able to lethal are pretty decent. With Super Poly and then the chances that we draw into Regina. Draw 2? I mean, I have to allow it. He's just going battle like this? Okay. He just really doesn't want to give me any draws, huh? Which makes sense. He knows I had no play turn 1. And then he has max C. Sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably doomed. He has lupus. Should I let him draw that? I can't. I don't think I can let him draw that. I don't know. I just gotta go all in, huh? I think we just gotta go all in. Do I use Theorealize to go Fiendsmith combo with the Fortuna? But then if I get ashed, I'd cry. I have to add a card to my hand and let this fire attacker draw. Okay, he already had Izuna. I might negate the Izuna, though. Because we know the Lupus is on the bottom of his... Although, I think he shuffled the deck, right? And he still has Holly Sue. So maybe I just let him do this? Oh, he's Holly Suing right now. That's a big issue. Although... I think I can Super Poly the Holly Sue. And then he shouldn't be able to make anything with Lupus after that. Oh, I don't have anything to draw. I'm an idiot. Or anything to discard for Super Poly. I didn't really have a way to play around that, though. Although, if I negate this, then he can't Holly Sue. He could still search with Holly Sue, though, which is probably what he'll do. He just has too many options, right? Ah, that's so lame. He just got way too lucky. Why did I have 0 plays? Every game I've gone... Well, I guess I went first one game and actually had a play. Other than that, I haven't had a single play any of the games I went first. But I've only gone first 3 times out of, like, 10. Okay, once again, we don't have a play. Big surprise there. Seems like he probably has Ash and Droll, or just Ash. We have Engraver. I could actually, you can normal summon Regina. But there's not gonna be... Because if I get ashed on Requiem... I could still normal summon Regina under the right circumstances. We gotta ash that, though. He's also got something else. Probably Fuo. No, I guess he didn't have Fuo. I don't know. Sometimes the delays are weird on some people with, like, bad connections. Like, was that an actual delay or not? So yeah, at the moment, we'll probably be able to normal summon Regina, depending on what happens. What do I do here? Do I just go... I just give up on the Desiree Dream for the safer play? I think that's what we should do. But also, like, there's, like, slight delays in, like, those situations, but I'm thinking he doesn't actually have Bell. Yeah, unfortunately, since I didn't have one extra body that I could special summon for free, making the Desiree was too difficult here. Hey, how's it going? What does he have? He has Ash still after all this? No way, right? Imperm, maybe? He has Ash after all that. He held it on the Requiem? That's crazy. Well, that's our turn then, I guess. I think we just lose then, huh? I can't get this Reco off the field. We just hope he doesn't already have a 1 in hand. But yeah, oh, he already had a 1, of course. At least he'll use the Reco effect here, and then we'll negate the Maker. Well, if he only has Synchros, like he doesn't have another normal summon as far as I know. He would have used Rotary for sure, right? So if he only has Synchros, then Caesar wins. But, like, what am I doing next turn? I don't even know if I can kill next turn. Well, we might have... how do I get access to my Engraver? I have to, like, Moon? I shouldn't have used one of the Engravers, huh? I was literally thinking about it, like, should I use one of the Engravers? Oh my gosh, he just has everything. Well, that means he gets to choose the top card of my deck. He's probably going to send Caesar, right? Surely. Which gives us access to our Engraver. Super Poly does nothing, so he's going to give me that. Should I just spin back something? I don't want to spin back Sequence. I can't spin any of this back. I need all that thing. The only thing I want to spin back is Lacrima, right? So before the end of the main phase, but it's got to be main phase 2. So we let him attack over Regina. Okay, main phase 2. Well, actually, we could do it in the end phase because it's not Requiem. Yeah, just in case this is Synchro. Which I feel like if this was Synchro, we would have maybe played this differently. But pretty much ever since... Well, Synchro can search the field spell, right? Which I think a lot of people forget. So he definitely should have done that if this was Synchro. Okay, in the end phase, we want to sequence. Wait, he... Oh, my deck got shuffled because of Lacrima. I was like, what? What just happened? Alright, what the heck can we do here? Sequence is actually not activatable. That is so troll. But I could send the sequence to the graveyard, shuffle it back. He might have Ash? This has got to be a hand trap, right? Or Clip? But I don't see why he's thinking so much if it's Clip. I guess he's thinking he could be trying to Clip to make use of Zaylin, which is reasonable. We want to activate you, spin back. Oh, I need to spin back too many different things, huh? Spin back sequence. Okay, well, we're about to figure out what this is. Like, here is kind of where he's forced to use it. It was Clip. Yeah, that's a problem. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, so we could still sequence, though. But unfortunately, I've already used up the effect of Requiem to attach. What? He surrenders? Are you kidding me? I didn't even have, like, a real line there. What was he so afraid of? We go sequence? The best thing I could do is make Desiree. Desiree can't get extra attack because I can't attach Requiem. So all it can do is be exactly as big as the Zaylin. Attack over the... What's-his-face? Attack over Clip. And then... Like, it all just matters what he top decks, right? Because his Zaylin can just trade 1-for-1 with the Desiree. Before the Desiree can even negate anything. That seems like a crazy scoop. I don't know what he thought I was gonna do. But it did depend on what he top decks, right? Like, if he top decks Synchro, he wins. If he top decks Q, he wins. Actually, if he top decks anything, he wins. No, I mean, it was definitely looking bad. He didn't have his full play when you called the game, so I think you maybe weren't taking into account that he didn't have access to any more normal summons. And the last card was Clip in hand, so he couldn't do anything with that. But, like, scooping there's crazy. I'm pretty sure he still wins, like, in almost every situation. But, I mean, I guess it makes up for the fact that I scooped earlier in a game that I was going to win, but I didn't realize that I was going to win it, so whatever. We take what we could get. But I think that's going to do it for today. As predicted, the early season ranking, all the best players are currently in Diamond 5 and climbing, so they're just gonna like beat us up for a while, right? So I think we're gonna wait for the new cards to come out, which they'll be out by Friday when we play next time. And we'll see what we can build from there. There's kind of 3 decks that I'm looking at. I'm looking at Elf Note with the branded cards. I'm looking at Draco Tail with the branded cards. And I'm looking at Branded with the branded cards. I think that I'm going to find it tough to say that Branded is anything but the best deck in the game when those cards come out. I think it's just going to hands down smash everything. So it might be a good idea to start playing Branded, but I might try the other stuff, especially because I like Elf Note, because I like synchro strategies. But I did also like Draco Tail. I just kind of... It wasn't really fun anymore when they limited Rahu. It was too easy to stop the deck from doing what it wanted to do. But maybe with the branded stuff, it'll be good enough going second that it might be worth it to play. But that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Okie dokie, I think that's gonna do it for the stream. We did okay. I don't know, how do we even end up? Ooh, that doesn't look very good. Well, we're only behind 1. It was only 4 and 5. This one probably should have been a loss, and like, which one was it? I think this one should have been a win. Or... Which one? I don't remember which one it was. But anyways, that's going to do it for the stream. We'll be back on Friday with the new cards. We'll pull for all the new cards first, and then we'll see what we want to build out of that. And yeah, I guess that's all. We'll see. Maybe someone's got some cool deck ideas for the branded stuff. I just, like, it doesn't seem like enough cards are coming out that I think it's going to be pretty straightforward what decks branded is going to do well in. Unless, like, they're not going to surprise us with, like, Fedralis or something crazy, so... It's probably pretty solved already what's going to be the best deck, so... That's going to do it for the stream. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and like I said, probably going to skip Wednesday just because there's not a whole lot to look forward to before the new cards come out. So we'll wait till Friday. But anyways, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye.